Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Flight Sim 2020. Patch day is here. Thank you for joining me as we explore the new stuff, the broken stuff, and all the stuff in between. Thanks for joining, guys. 1 second. Let me just disable that preview. Alright, should be a bit smoother now. How's everyone doing? Thank you for joining. I see a couple of familiar faces. Glad you guys made it. Gamaste first on chat. Thanks a lot, man. And really happy that you are enjoying the Thunder series. It does take quite a bit of effort from a courage point of view and preparation point of view to do those videos. So I'm happy that you are enjoying it. I'm looking forward to more as well. Thanks for joining, Jay. Glad to have you here. Let's talk about what I bought in a bit. I'd love to share it with everybody. I'm super excited about it as well. No, not a 3080 though, just to be clear. Just to set the expectations. Hey Tom, we're doing your flight today on the CJ4. This jet in front of us, that's the one we'll be flying. Because there's an update, a recent update by the working title group. The CJ4 mod 0.4.1. And I think it is, shall we say, VATSIM worthy already. Manipulating flight plans in the middle of the flight without any serious flight sim induced bugs, I think. We'll test it out. Right, who did I miss? A lot of people. Hey Patrick, glad you're able to join today as well. Thank you for joining. Hey Blah. Any luck with the Frankensteination of the Western Star? EDX will be checking out the, what do you call it, Unreal weather today. I am pretty hopeful about it. I just hope the transitions are not very obvious. We'll see. Alright, hopefully I did not miss anybody. Hey Sonoma, welcome back. Thank you for joining. And I will catch up with chat very, very soon. Prime Day, what did you guys get? Hey HUD. Glad you made it. Oh yes, I remember. You don't have school this week, right? Hey Alex, thank you for joining, man. Appreciate it. I really like the truck you had, the last screenshot you shared. Very nice color combo. Those are filled with mods, I gather. Hey Xarkes, thank you for the bits and thank you for joining. Will I be on your TV today? 29 months, my goodness. There we go. Someone misclicked something and got a subscription. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. GG. That's a jet you crash all the time. Not looking very good for us then, huh? We'll see. We'll do our best. Yeah, I saw that. There is like a default transition time of 6 minutes, I think. 180 seconds. I saw in the forum someone made it 9 minutes to make it even more fluid. But we'll see. Maybe I'd like to stick with default for now. Yeah, that is right. Tom commented about that like clicking thing. I hear that sometimes inside the cockpit, but not here in the main menu. I'm not really sure where that's coming from. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Must be one of my controls. Single most talkative streamer on Twitch. Good to hear. That's a good thing. Might not be good for everybody though. ATS just won't play well with save editing the trucks. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll find some way to piece it all together in more ways than one. Not all working correctly. Okay, thank you for testing this stuff out. Filtering it out so I don't have to go through the experiments. Yeah, that sound was weird. Anyway, so we are now on version 1.9.5.0. There it is. Can you see it? Yeah, it is. Even with my face in there, you can see the version. So that is there. If anyone wants to join me on this flight, feel free to do so. We might get on VATSIM. If I am brave enough, we might try VATSIM. Because so the requested flight from Tom from a couple of weeks back, sorry for the delay, takes us from Charlotte to Charlotte Douglas to Glen Columbus. International. And if you look at Charlotte right here, it has, oh my goodness, there's even more coverage right now. Wow. Even my home airport in On Air has an approach frequency. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Okay, so the hope we'll see is to go into VATSIM later. I'll shiver with nervousness together with you guys, and you'll be able to catch my face in real time as I sweat bullets and everything. So we have ground frequency, approach, tower, the works, everything is here. Full ATC coverage in Charlotte. And then we even have a center in Atlanta. What we don't have is coverage in our destination, which is... I saw it a while ago here. Or is there now? 1 second. 1 sec, huh? Trying to look for it. What's the IQ code? K Kilo Charlie Mike Hotel. Should be somewhere here in the northwest. Maybe it's not shown, but yeah. So once we go past Atlanta airspace, we won't have ATC coverage. But I think during that time here, that will be pretty exciting. So we'll try and do our best. All right. And we'll also try to check out the plane, try and check out the updates with 0.4.1 CJ4 mod and the patch itself. So many updates, so many goodies, so many things to look forward to. So let's get right into it. 93 hours now, guys. And that's, I think, the flight time. That doesn't count like when you're taxiing, and that's like airborne time. Close to 100 hours. Loving it. Alright, I'm brave or ignorant. Those two are very close together. It's a very fine line there. Quite a bit of things you want to buy during Prime Day, but your landlord wants money every month. That would make sense. Yes, it's true. Hopefully things are doing okay with you guys. How have you been? So I did prepare a flight plan for this already. The guys over at Working Title, the guys responsible for the CJ4 mod, also made a specific sim brief profile for the jet, so you can file a sim brief flight plan, all professional looking and stuff, and use the CJ4. You can see the Citation CJ4 with all the accurate specifications, so that the stats that this gives you is pretty close to what we have on the sim. So we'll try and do that. Actually, let me try and start that already here. Times and weights. Let's have a look at the weight and balance here. Fuel should be 2,300 pounds. Let's switch to pounds here. 2,300. And I'm looking here at the bottom. I'll get back to chat in a bit, guys, because SimBrief is covering that window at the moment. So let's go to 2,400 pounds. Actually, we have 3,000 extra pounds allowance, so maybe we can extend that a bit to 3,000 at least. Yeah, that should be okay. And then zero fuel weight. Payload should be 1,190 pounds. So if we add a couple of guys here, 1,170. That looks close in terms of the weight, but that doesn't look nice in terms of the CG limit. So I think we'll have to adjust a bit, lessen the passengers here instead, put in, do some math here. Sorry guys, give me a bit of time. Doing some math stuff. 1190 minus 1080 is what? 110. So 410. Wow, look at that. Math guru. Not really. Alright, so that looks good there. Now in terms of time, of course, we don't want to fly at night. Well, I hope not. So let's start in the morning here, maybe 7 a.m. Now, the weather, we'll start with live weather, and I'd like to compare that with Unreal Weather, this new plugin, this new mod that I found. And as always, all the mods are in the mods list. !mods gets you there. This gets data from NOAA and then plugs it in, injects it into the sim. This is free. And so far, this has looked pretty accurate. So I'd like to compare this one by one. In terms of planes, we have multiplayer off, air traffic is off, and generic planes in the graphics settings I set to off because with this patch, supposedly that phantom issue has been fixed. So I'll load it up. Bremen 5, Weasel 4, runway 36. The only thing I need to change here is the starting point. I'd like to start somewhere probably over here. Yeah, ramp 84, let's see. Or, 1 second, 101. That should be okay. 101, pretty close to where we want to go. Okay, so it's going to be a short taxi. And then the rest of the flight plan is still there. Okay, that's good. Let's load it up and I'll get back to chat. Sorry for the delay, guys. All right. Whew, sorry. Get back to you now. Showing off what? The John Ruda new truck mod. Yeah, with 1.39 those are not compatible. But with 138 should be more than okay. Hey Grizzly Bear, thanks for joining. Sorry for the super delay. Welcome to the stream. Jet is awesome. I am excited to test out the updates. Because this CJ4, I think the avionics is pretty similar to the Premier 1A, which is the jet of Premier 1 driver in YouTube, who I always follow and watch his videos. So it's as close as we can get to his jet. Hey Caso, can you drive? You can drive, but you cannot fly. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Caso Flight. Oh my goodness. Please no. Thankfully, there's a kappa right there. Coffee from duty free before the flight. Why is it still dark? Did I not put 7 AM? I do like the lighting though. I saw a notice, a post in the forum saying that I think the night lighting has been improved with this patch. Ooh, love that depth of field look. How was TwitchCon? Cancelled both events. Yikes. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to join the chat. Sorry, I'm catching up, but almost there. No traffic in ARC, won't crash into anything. Well, I think we have plenty of challenges enough with the Flight Sim 2020 default avionics. Fly-by-wire A320. Wow, nice. And new engine sounds in the latest dev build. When they released the next major version, I'll check it out again. 7 AM, but it gets lights out, so you don't get it. Whoa. There you go. All right. So, where are we? Ah, it is dawn. So I think we can move that up bit by bit. There you go. Just so we have a bit more sunlight. Is that enough to get us in here? Still a bit dark, so I guess let's move it forward a bit more. Until the light goes out. There you go. That's okay. Beautiful. There we are sitting right beside a 747 here. Well, no complaints on the graphics as usual. Hey Mist, thanks for joining. Now I am pretty excited to check out the different stuff here. Let's see if I remember how to start it up first though. Battery would be on. There's a toss test now. Is that new? I did notice that the boot up sequence has been fixed with this recent patch of the Flight Sim, the official patch. So you remember when you have like a G1000, you have that Garmin boot up sequence. Normally it wouldn't trigger until you turn on the battery, turn it off, and then turn it on again. Now, the first time you turn on the batteries, it's there already. I do like the reflections that the...
System test.
Oh, system test. Feels like the announcer from some kind of fighting game like Mortal Kombat. Finish him. Let's go dispatch mode right here. Pat amp.
Oral warning, okay.
There we go. So we can plug in the flight plan over here. Although it should be filled out for us already. We were thinking that too. Yeah. No worries, Hud. Lurk away. So we have the status. I think these are... I'm not sure if these are updated already or still hard-coded. That looks good though. Set position. That works very similarly to the 737. So you have like the GPS coordinates, and then you copy that and paste that on the position you're at. I think that is how it works. Okay, flight plan. Let me turn off track IR because it is a bit harder to look around with it on. Flight plan. Charlotte to... Oh, what's the name? I always forget that airport. Let me know again, Tom, what the name is. Street Fighter, yeah. 6K in Italy, goodness. Yeah, I heard in Europe the numbers are spiking up again. Stay safe, guys. I think in Spain they have it worse. So departure Weasel 436 center. We might have to change that, but we'll see what the air traffic control gives us. Bremen 5. We have not gotten any assigned stuff yet, so we'll worry about that later. And then where do we go? So index. Let's start from the beginning. Flight plan, perf init. There you go. So I'm not sure if this is automatic. No, I don't think it is. So if we compare this with the weight that we have, where can I hide this? Can I make that smaller? No. Okay, fine. I'll tab. Okay, empty weight is 10 to 80. Passenger weight. How many passengers do we have? We have... does that include us, do you guys think? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 passengers. So I'll plug in 4 here. That's how it works. And then the cargo, I like that it's manual. Just a bit more immersive. And then the fuel would be, cargo would be, let me try and compute that, 510. So 510 pounds. Since fuel is 3,000 pounds, if we look at the fuel, yeah, that's what we set. So our gross weight will be 14,580. That's fine. Yeah, that looks pretty accurate. Takeoff weight is 13,661 in the flight plan. I added more fuel, so we are at 4,580. Yeah, looks good. All right. Takeoff. Runway 36 center. How do you check the winds? There is a way to check the winds here. If you go to index, progress, and then next page, yeah, you can see the winds 55. Okay, pretty harmless actually. Basically calm winds. Alright, we'll adjust that later. The name of the airport, Tom, the destination airport. No worries. He's from Italy. That we can't be the passengers. Well, we can simulate it. But anyway, so this is how the live weather looks like, which is not bad. I think the main problem is if you compare that with the METAR, Columbus. Ah, there we go. Okay, Columbus. John Glenn International. Thank you. Alright, so If you compare that with the METAR in Charlotte, yeah, it's pretty inaccurate right now. It says here in live weather it's no wind, but if you compare it with the METAR from NOAA, which is how old is it? October 13, 11:52 Zulu. So it's like 30 minutes old METAR, so pretty recent. The wind should be 358 at 9 knots. In here we have 0 knots, so that's 9 knot difference. And in terms of the pressure, it should be 2998. But I think here in the sim, it's probably 30 something. Let's check. So if I just press B here, I think it won't work. I'll have to start the engine first to get the altimeter. Oh, here. Maybe here. Yes. So if I press B, 29905. Oh, it's not too bad. 29908 versus 905. Okay, that's not too bad. If you go to weather and down below, click on the refresh button. Weather. Oh, you mean with Unreal Weather? Yeah, with live weather. So for now, we're looking at the live weather from the sim itself. And yeah, it does look a bit inaccurate. In terms of clouds, there should be 4,700 few and 5,500 scattered. At 5,500, yeah. In terms of the clouds, it doesn't look that bad, although I guess it's not exactly the same. But if we compare this with the Unreal Weather, the one that PDX was referring to, you'll see that that blanks out, but that should load in after a bit. There we go. And then here we see the METAR for Charlotte. That's exactly what I am looking at in Little Nav Map as well, because they both get their data from NOAA. So few at 4,700, scattered at 5,500, you have the altimeter. So everything is super accurate with the METAR. The clouds don't look as good, but I think it's only a matter of changing the, like, how do you say? I think it's only a matter of the combination. It is capable of creating such detailed clouds as well, because it's basically using the same graphics weather engine from the sim. It's just injecting the actual weather. And so automatically this will update depending on where the plane is, and it will adjust the weather accordingly. Now, my main reservation with this plugin is how it would transition from one METAR to another. If it decides, okay, right now it's Charlotte, so that's fine. If you move to another one and the weather is a bit different, the clouds are thicker, how would it transition from the very thin to the thick clouds? Something like along those lines. So we'll test it out, and if we're not happy, then we can easily go back to live weather. That's the easiest thing. So if you want to test it out here, if you want to go back to live weather, then just switch it out right there, and you have it again. So pretty straightforward. Maybe change the time. There you go. Let's put 7:30 in there. That looks nice. Okay, there you go. Alright, so let's start it up and check out what this thing can offer. Now the sim, I think, hanged. But it does hang for me like this whenever I change the time abruptly. It does load up after a while though, but okay, it's back. It does like have that huge stutter. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go and do our takeoff calculations. So let's switch to live weather, or yeah, Unreal Weather. So 350 at 4. let's plug that into the takeoff. How do you get there? Next page. Post init. Progress. MCDU menu. FMS 1. No. One sec, guys. I'm getting lost. Okay, let's just start from here. Still not familiar with the different menus, how you jump in. 350 at 4, if I remember correctly. There you go. So proper headwind for our runway. Outside air temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. QNH is 29908. And now if you press B here, that should be perfectly in sync. 29908. And with that, if you go to the next page, we will see that the FMS has computed the V speeds for us. So rotation speed is 99 knots, V2 at 112. Takeoff flaps would be default at 15, flaps 15. So let's send that in, and what that does is it moves the V speeds there, although we won't see it until we start the plane. It's alright. I think that's good. I think normally you stay in dispatch mode right where we are right now just to set up the flight plan. Like if you're plugging in the actual legs, but since we did this in the main menu, this should be have been taken care for us already. Okay. Directory. No, that's direct, not directory. Still trying to look for how to get to the takeoff page from here. Route menu. Wow, so many things. Secondary flight plan. Oh, that's cool. I don't think we'll need that though. Right, let's just go from here. Takeoff. Okay, let's keep that as is for now. Right, what's cool here as well is we should have a new thing here that this works now. So if you have like a lower menu, you can have an upper menu, and here you can actually have a checklist similar to how Premier 1 driver has his in his Premier 1A. So you just press this and then you have each section. Battery switch on, emergency light switch is armed. It is armed. Standby flight display switch, but yeah, you can see the accuracy, right? Is on right here. Avionics switch is in dispatch. That's where we are at the moment. Parking brake, make sure we set that. Okay, it is set. Wheel chocks removed and cabin doors are closed. And that automatically switches to the next one. So yeah, it is pretty complete. Passenger briefing, you guys know what to do? Okay, you've been briefed. Perfect. Get back to chat in a bit. Football and basketball. Sporty Alex. Seats, belts, pedals adjust and secure. Exterior lights as required. So let's turn on our beacon. I think that's it for now. What's ACAS? Probably some kind of the warnings. But there are no warnings, so that's good. Probably the ones that we disarmed or acknowledged a while ago. FMS check set. Climate control selector is off. That should be here. Yes. I wish you could map a button here to the push. That would be so nice. Because while you're flying like this, you can kind of see it from here. So you can just like look at it and then go through the different flows. Use track IR to look around, and then when you see that it's good, you press the button. on your yoke or on your keyboard. That would be nice if you can map it somewhere. Throttles are at idle, but right now let's take it one step at a time. Let's take it slow. And engine starter button to push, that should be somewhere here. That should be on the right one. Yes, that has been pushed. And then we wait for N2 to reach a certain number, which I forgot. I think it's 20%. When that reaches 20%, we then run it here. And now we hear the engine starting to spool up. ITT check for rise. It is rising. ACAS check. And then we do the same thing for the opposite engine, basically. Maryland and Ohio. Yeah, there's that clicking thing again. I'm still not sure where it's coming from. Okay, engine 1 looks good. Starter has been cut out. Maybe 1 second. Lower menu. I love fiddling around with this. Maybe it's best we go to like systems page here, because that's where the warnings will be. If you go to the checklist, then you won't really see it. Alright, let's go and start engine 1. So starter. Hey Mickey, doing good, doing good. Excited to check out the updates here with the recent patch and with the recent updates to the mods. N2 is rising. Run. ITT is climbing, there you go. The oil pressure warnings have gone off, and now we're waiting for starter cutout so that we know that we are good. Engines are, we have 2 good engines basically. At around 20% N1, that should go. Yeah, there we go, perfect. Alright, fuel flow right now 150 pounds per hour, sitting at idle. I guess not the most economical, huh? But that looks good. Okay, so now we can go back to the checklist. Alright, opposite engine, yeah, good. No external power, electrical system, good. Alright, avionics switch can go on. There we go, now we see the entire plane. Climate control in normal. Wow, actually here, the fans. Oh, that's pretty cool. Passenger lights and safety button. Oh, here it is, guys.
May I have your attention, please? At this time, please comply with the illuminated seat belt and no smoking signs.
Oh, so nice. Trims, check and set. Trims, let's adjust that for takeoff. So I'm moving the elevator trim. You can see that moving right there to the green zone for takeoff. Aileron rudder trim both in the middle. That's good. Right. Flight controls, check that they are free and correct. First, I have to make the yoke visible again. Where the heck is the yoke? 1 sec. I think someone forgot the yoke, guys. Where is it attached to normally? Should be below. There you go. Ah, phew. Thank you. Hey, Don Pan Pan. Thanks for joining. Okay, I think I can have my track IR back. Still that clicking thing. Is this too high as a seat position? Guys think? Does this look eye level to you? For normal, average sized human being? This looks pretty good, right? Installing this mod now, it is amazing. It is the most study level plane I've seen so far in the sim. Flight controls, let's do that. We can't see the wing from here. We can check it out from outside. Rudder pedals are working. Brakes are good. Yeah, ailerons are moving. Controls are free and correct. Yeah. Did I actually change that? It's so much harder to click on stuff. When you have track IR on. Really need buttons for this one. Speed brakes, yeah, they are stowed. Flaps 15. There it is, indicating. Hydraulic pressure. Where would you see that? I guess in the status screen. Systems, maybe? Yeah, hydraulic pressure is in the green. I guess as long as it's not red, we're good. It's taking some time though. We'll go through this only one time, guys. Engine only anti-ice. So let's skip through all these. Takeoff data, yes, that is plugged in there. The takeoff figures that I put in. Looks good. Avionics, check, set, autopilot, engage, disconnect. Okay, that looks good. So we can go, I guess, to nav mode. Flight director. This is one of... Oh, that's okay. Nav mode and flight level change. And then we'll adjust the speed here to what is a good climb rate. 140 knots, I'd say. And then we will test if the dolphin dance is still here. The infamous dolphin dance. As part of the patch notes, they did say that they have reduced the dolphin dance, but they did not say that they have completely eradicated it. Let's go 160 knots. I think that should be, this plane should be capable of that. Okay, altimeter is set and check. Pressurization, where do you check that? I'm not so sure. Check. Alright. Exterior lights. Nav and strobe lights, will turn those on later. Seatbelts, why not?
May I have your attention, please? The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time.
Nice. Not too shabby. Okay. What I'm looking for before takeoff, there should be a toga button, I think. I'm not sure if it's working. Radar as required, battery amps verify 20 or less. Wow, but yeah, it is super detailed. Pitot and static heat buttons, exterior lights. Okay, so we do need those pitot and static heat. Okay, before takeoff. I'd like to do this now because later if we go into VATSIM, then I will be so busy and nervous that I probably will miss so many things. So better to take care of it now, I think. So I can go here. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for, this source norm. I think this should be in the middle. You guys remember the last time we flew this and we got that, whoops, we don't have oxygen anymore? I think that's because I missed that. I'm not so sure though. Okay, TCAS TARA. I'm not sure where you set that here, but maybe here in the tune page. There you go, TARA. GA button, battery amps, exterior lights. ECAS check. Throttles for takeoff, and one command bug, green chevron. What is that? Green chevron. I guess there would be markers in here. Brakes release, control wheel. Okay. I'm just reviewing what we need to do. Landing gear up, flaps to 0, throttles to climb, yaw damper to on, autopilot as required, and yada yada. Okay, from there I think I can take care of it. Okay, so the thing is with this plane, you can see there are a couple of detents on the throttle. There is a cruise detent, a climb, and a takeoff. So when taking off, we go full throttle there. And then as we climb up, when we get to a certain altitude, I guess a couple of thousand feet up, or more than 1,000 feet above ground, we move to climb and stay there all the way until we reach cruising altitude. Then we go to cruise. I think that's the general idea. We'll see. The dolphin dance. There is a wing light. Yeah, the wing light normally you only would enable, I imagine, if it's for the icing. So if you're checking for icing conditions, like when you're airborne and you're looking if your wing is accumulating ice and it's dark, that's when you would enable the wing light. But normally I don't think you would enable that, especially on the ground. Right. Alright, so that looks good. You can follow up with the details. Seems a bit high. You mean the seat position? Yeah, might be, huh? Let's go to the default here. Move up one notch only, just that one maybe. Maybe like that. Okay, let's save that as the default. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Just trying to wrap my head around things. Now in terms of brightness and stuff, I think we can adjust those here. The dimmer, yes. There should also be panel lighting right here. Yes, that looks good. Alright. Yep, that's the one. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to join us in chat, although I'm a bit behind. Yeah, the yaw damper is useful once you've taken off. Because normally when you turn the plane, you would need to step on the rudder to keep the plane in a coordinated flight. But with jets, with airliners, with fancier planes, they have the yaw damper, which can basically do that for you. So you won't need to touch the rudder pedals at all in a normal flight. Okay, looks good there. Shall we get into VATSIM? Oh, I'm scared. Okay, let's see. We do have... Oh my goodness, we have full coverage now, guys. So remember the map I showed a while ago? Well, let's look at it. So we have Charlotte here. Although approach, ground, tower disappeared. And the 8 is disappeared. Maybe they will come back again. But the important thing is here. The next, what is this? Indy Center, I guess. Oh, that's not appearing anymore. But they are online, so we should have full ATC coverage the entire way through. Now I'm really nervous. Might not be a good idea mixing up checking out a new plane, new patches, new versions, and getting into VATSIM at the same time, but let's spice it up. It uses accelerometers to keep the plane stable. Oh, fancy. Thank you. Alright, so what I can do is I'll file the flight plan and I'll show this to everybody. So this is the flight plan that we are at right now. I can go to this page here, this paper, so I see the full text. I copy that to clipboard. And then I go and here is the VPilot app. Let's go and connect. 361 Charlie Lima. I'm going to keep that. You know what? I'll keep 1 Charlie Lima only. November 1 Charlie Lima, but the type code Citation CJ4. Yeah, that's the one. And let's connect there. Does that look good? There we go. So we have Atlanta Center. We have so many things. Yeah, even Asheville is here. Charlotte Approach, Charlotte Ground. Oh my goodness, everybody's online. We don't have ATIS though. That's fine. So we can tune in to ground here, 121.9. Let's see how to do that over here. 1219. Okay, that's going to be bad. 12190, I think you have to put the 0 in. There you go. And then the Charlotte approach would be 126.15. And then we can switch that by pressing the recall here.
Left inside.
Ooh, nice. There we go. I'll have to lower the volume again. Normally the volume for VATSIM is very loud. Okay. We'll do a radio check in a bit. You like to scrape rooftops when you take off. Keyboard and mouse. I'm not so sure, Tom. You might need a controller at least. Okay, what else am I missing? Let me just review what we can do. So, if you go to this page, Squawk would be there. That's the... I'm not sure if that's reliable. Okay, I'm in mode Charlie. TCAS. I'm not sure if that's working already. But okay. Let's see how that works. As you can see, I am doing all the possible delaying tactics in here. So we are connected to the server. We are November 1 Charlie Lima. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. Hey! Where's that coming from? Oh my goodness, T-Bird is at it again. Thank you, man. My goodness. Wishing you the best from the East Coast. Thanks, man. GG. My goodness. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Glad you made it back. And thank you for the very generous donation. How are you doing? Go shop now. Yes, now I can shop. Thank you. So let's plug in the flight plan here. So remember that thing I copied from Little Nav Map. So I just delete this, I guess. Keep the route there for the departure and arrival. Say beginner. Daytime and FS 2020 avionics. Because that needs to be noted so they know that things might not work perfectly. We actually have someone. Do we have aircraft? AI? I thought I turned that off. Why do I see something in the map? Okay, so we are departing from Kilo Charlie Lima Tango to Kilo Charlie Mike Hotel. Alternate, I don't know. Let's just go back. Departure time, what is it right now? Zulu 0054. Let's say 130, 0130 Zulu. Time and route, I don't know. I will have to check sim brief. Actually, I think it's around 1 hour. Let's put in 1 hour there. And our cruising speed should be 433 knots. Wow, goodness, that's fast. Cruising altitude will be based on sim brief. I'm scared of doing this. Flight level 430, because the CJ4 and Flight Sim 2020 is notorious for dolphin dancing above these flight levels. I mean, look at the clouds, guys. Actually looking very good. Okay, so now I'll file it. Flight plan filed. So now ATC should have visibility on that. That looks good. Let's do a check on the weather. We are still using Unreal Live Weather. And here we'll see the log here of when those updates came about. I don't think that's changing. 2352. Yeah, that's still the old one, I think, but it looks different now, doesn't it? It does look much different now. It looks more professional. Cool. Hey Deso, how are you? Flight stick is enough for a flight sim. Yeah, to start with, that's all you need, and everything else is icing on the cake. That should be enough to get you started and to check if you are happy.
Solid ground, we can 815, Echo 8.
American 815, exit where able, echo to the ramp.
Echo to the ramp, American 815.
That's the controller, the one with the loud voice. Sorry if it's a bit painful to the ears. I still have to find a way to normalize the voices. Some of them are so loud, some of them are not, and I have to settle for keeping the lowest volume normally. Okay, where are we? So we are somewhere here in the cargo area apparently. So I'm expecting if we taxi, that's uniform Echo 1. We'll see. On air company. $30 to $40 to an hour of flight trip delivery. Yeah, same with me. I like the 30-minute flights on air. Free and no monthly fee. I like on air very much, but yeah, it is subscription based. No, I have not had enough money yet. And I started recently, if you watch the YouTube series, I started on Thunder. So I'm starting from scratch. And there you don't have the luxury of having other planes, AI planes fly for you. So you'll really have to do everything on your own. So yeah, it's a bit challenging. Alright, so we will need to get our clearance now. I have to remember again, what's the name of the airport? No big jets. Yeah, we start small. John Glenn Columbus International. Columbus. There you go, thank you.
Ground radio check.
Lima Tango Alpha 42, Charlotte ground, read your loud and clear.
Roger, you got us loud and clear. Should we get our clearance from you?
And yes, these are real people behind the radios. So this is like the multiplayer plugin for flight simulators. One of the main ones.
Alpha 42, say again.
Should we get our clearance from you today? Is that something you'd like?
Alpha 42, stand by.
It's Charlie Mike Hotel. Kilo Charlie Mike Hotel, which is John Glenn Columbus International, it says. Okay, sticky rice. It is pretty complex. I'm only just starting to learn it. It's pretty scary. Okay, let's warm up things. See if they can hear me in the first place and if I can hear them. Charlotte ground, citation 1 Charlie Lima, radio check please.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima. Say request.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima would like to request IFR for our filed flight plan. Kilo Charlie Mike Hotel, this is the destination. I forgot the name.
1 Charlie Lima, clearance on request, stand by.
Charlie ground, November 122, Golf Alpha, shorter runway 23, going to GA.
If I know how to use
November
VATSIM,
122, Golf Alpha.
You think anyone can?
Taxi to the general aviation ramp via Delta, cross runway 23.
Delta cross T3, F2 Golf Alpha, good night.
Lima Tango Alpha 42. I advise when ready to copy clearance.
That's not us, is it? Oh, that shouldn't be us.
Ground Lima Tango Alpha is ready to copy. Just for the record, Lima Tango Alpha is lift.
Alright, Lit 42, cleared to the Myrtle Beach Airport. Climb and maintain 3,500. Departure frequency is 126.15. Squawk 6357.
Alright, we are cleared to the Myrtle Beach Airport. We will maintain 3,500. Departure frequency 12615. Squawk 6357. Lift 42.
Lift 42, read that correct. Advise when ready to taxi.
Still advise when we're ready to taxi. Thank you.
I don't think I'm qualified enough to have a VATSIM tutorial, although I do have some beginner VATSIM videos that might help a bit. But yeah, I think other people will be more qualified than I am, as you can hear. Yeah, I'm not sure. The destination changed, but yes, whichever one that Tom requests will do that. They were too small. Ah, I see. Thanks, Tom. I'm actually shivering a bit right now.
Golf Alpha's going to shut off. Yeah, you have a good evening.
Oh, look, and the clouds have dissipated. Wow, let's have a look at the weather.
November 1 Charlie Lima, I have your clearance if you're ready to copy.
November 1 Charlie Lima, ready to copy.
November 1 Charlie Lima, cleared to the John Glenn Columbus International Airport via the Weasel 4 departure. Cloud transition then is filed. Maintain 8,000, expect flight level 430, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 126.15, squawk 6331.
November 1 Charlie Lima is cleared to John Glenn Columbus International, Kilo Charlie Mike Hotel, via the Weasel 4 departure. Transition is Claude as filed, and then as filed. Climb to 8,000, expect flight level 430, 10 minutes after departure, 126.15, squawk 6331.
November 1 Charlie Lima, read back correct.
Okay. Clearance down. Let's plug these in.
And ground, can we get that squawk code for list 42 one more time, please?
List 42, your squawk code is 6331.
6331, list 42.
That's my squawk code. Ground citation 1 Charlie Lima, just to double check, we also have squawk 6331.
Affirmative, November 1 Charlie Lima, my mistake. List 42, be advised, the squawk code is 6357.
57, list 42.
My mistake.
Right, good. So we still have 6331, that's good. Right, so let's plug in 8,000 here. And then let's plug in the 6331. Before I forget, I hope that updated though in their spot. We are in mode Charlie. Okay. 126.15 departure frequency. So that's the one that we actually plugged in already. And 8,000 feet, Weasel 4 and Claw. That's the one I'm not sure. So that's what we'll need to double check. Starts blinking fearlessly. Oh yeah, that is how it works. You have the that's Claude. Okay, that looks good. Weasel and then Claude. Okay, perfect. So I kind of spelled Claude wrong, but that should be good enough. I got that. Alright, so that looks good. Now in terms of taxi, yeah, my hands are sweaty. Cold sweat. Indeed. So this should be uniform Echo 1. I'm expecting uniform Echo 1. They actually didn't tell us which runway to expect, or did they? Well, we'll see if they give us something else, or we can clarify. Yeah. Ground citation 1 Charlie Lima, just to clarify, do we expect runway 36 center?
November 1 Charlie Lima, yes, expect runway 36 center.
Thank you, 1 Charlie Lima. Okay, good. Alright. Phew.
Ground, list 42, short of Delta, ready to taxi.
Oh, he beat me to it.
42, runway 36 right, taxi via Delta.
36 right, taxi via Delta, list 42.
Tune page. Let's turn on our taxi lights here. Citation 1 Charlie Lima, ready to taxi.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, runway 36 center, taxi via Alpha 3 Alpha Echo.
Runway 36 center via Alpha 3 Alpha Echo 1 Charlie Lima. Oh, it gave us something different. So instead of going for uniform echo echo 1, it asks us to alpha 3. So here, alpha and then echo, which is fine. And it makes sense. Okay. Parking brakes are released. Okay, hopefully it gets easier from here. Normally I realize I am most nervous during the beginning, and then maybe I start getting momentum, or maybe I'm just too busy to be super nervous or to realize that I'm nervous. I don't even realize it anymore in the middle of the flight. But yeah, the most taxing for me is particularly the beginning.
Hello, ground. It's American 1816 clear from 26 center.
Yes, new patch has come out. 1.9.5.0.
Good evening, American 1916. Taxi to the ramp via Echo 11.
The good news
Ramp
is
via Echo 11. See ya.
the good news is all of the stuff seem to be working. So the mods are not broken. That's a good thing. And the main things that caused crashes before seems to have been fixed. The VFR map, the phantom issues have been fixed. Although the dolphin dance, I think, is still a problem.
Ground, we're short of 36 right. Should we go contact departure? Look for 2.
Let's see. Works.
42, contact departure 126.15. Good evening.
12615, good day.
Okay, so now we know from him that when we are ready for departure, we switch to departure. Normally you would switch to tower, but because there's no tower online right now, we move direct to departure frequency, which is fine. That sounds like a good idea, Jay. Do you have access to it? Have my hands full a bit
You
at the
can
moment.
turn left at any taxiway.
Feel free to try and change it if you can.
Roger, left any taxiway.
Yes, exactly, Sean. I was honestly a bit disappointed with that, because I was expecting fixes, a lot of fixes, and like the autopilot, the other stuff, but I think they focused on fixing the game-breaking bugs, which unfortunately those game-breaking bugs they introduced in the previous update. So they basically kind of fixed the problems they caused. But still, the
Citation 1
problems are
Charlie, Lima
fixed.
contact departure 126.15. Good evening.
Moving to departure, 1 Charlie Lima, good evening. Okay, so let's move here. Let's go to the very beginning. Let's switch to departure frequency 126.15. There we go. Thanks a lot, Jay. That's awesome. Good idea. Okay, let's hold short here. Extremely nervous to get on. Oh, yes, you guys saw a while ago. I am very much in that same boat. And still up to now. Right, let's get in here. Departure, citation 1 Charlie Lima. Holding short, runway 36 center.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, show up departure, hello, fly runway heading, runway 36 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading 36 center, cleared for takeoff. Citation 1 Charlie Lima, thank you. Runway heading is 003. So let's align the heading bug to 003. Go to heading mode.
LTA 42, did you want flight following?
Runway is clear.
Affirmative, look for 2.
Alright, let's do this, guys. Wish me luck. Flaps set, everything looks good. Right. Here we go. Oh, love that sound. Takeoff power is set. V1, rotate. Is that good? Positive rate, gear up. Keeping runway heading. Alright, so if I turn on autopilot right now, no damper. The plane should take care of this.
Number 1, Charlie Lima, radar contact, say altitude leaving.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, 2,400, climbing 8,000.
Citation 1, Charlie Lima, climb to maintain 16,000, proceed direct Weasel.
Climb and maintain 16,000, 16,000, and direct Weasel, 1 Charlie Lima. Good. Right, 16,000 on the altitude. So I moved to the climb detent now, just so we wouldn't shoot past, and then we go. Here we go. We'll test if this works. Go direct Weasel. Okay. Exec. Alright, and then go to nav mode. It works, guys. I think it works. So far. Flaps up.
LTA 42, VFR climb to 7,000.
Someone forgot to retract their flaps.
Climb to 7,500 is approved, and can we proceed on course 442?
Economic B1, oh my goodness, Mrs. Clumsy loves that. Enjoy, man.
Alright, left on course Myrtle Beach, 442. Thank you.
Flight level change is what I wanted. Let's keep it at 140 knots for now.
And LTA 42, for future reference, if a controller gives you right downwind departure, you don't have to stay on the downwind the entire time. Usually around midfield is when you start to leave the downwind and proceed on course to your destination.
Alright, gotcha. Thanks for the heads up. 442.
No problem.
Okay, looking good. Looking good here. Continuing climb. Hopefully we are going direct to Weasel. Let's double check that in the map here.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Center on 132.907, 1 Charlie Lima. Thank you. 132.907. Move that on the standby and then switch. I can click it. There we go.
Delta 381, say Mach number.
Delta 381, we're doing 80. What do you need?
I'll get back with you in a second. Delta 1318, say Mach number.
0.80 for Delta 1318.
Atlanta Center, citation 1 Charlie Lima, 9,800, climbing 16,000.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, Atlanta, climb and maintain flight level 350 for now.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, 1 Charlie Lima.
Delta 111, approach 25.7.
Nice.
Delta 111, sorry, say again?
1 Charlie Lima, I'll see if that was a YouTuber called Clumsy.
I'm not familiar, but just waiting for you on 125.7.
25.7.
Thank you, yes, 1 Charlie Lima. Let's take a picture.
Delta 381, your speed is fine for now. You got a 20-knot
Someone
overtake of an
recognized
aircraft
us.
40 miles ahead of you, so it shouldn't be a problem. But if you guys get too aggressive, I'll
Thanks,
push you up.
Yama. I am a bit
Okay, roger.
busy, as you can see. Don't have
Delta
enough
111, yeah, it was 125.7.
bandwidth to handle the chat. There it is, the transition, you see? You see the transition? Kind of abrupt, right? As the METAR changes, it's
Atlanta
like
Center, Mooney, 782 Tango
a
Tango.
frame by frame, how the clouds are changing. That's the one I don't like.
782 Tango Tango, Atlanta, go ahead.
I like how it's accurate with the METAR,
Good evening, sir. Currently
but I
sitting
don't
at
like the
Green
way that
at the
the clouds are shifting
Air
like
Cargo
that.
Ramps requesting VFR clearance 4,500 Charleston. 782 Tango Tango.
Whew.
The 782 Tango Tango, you're on request, stand by.
Okay,
Top 227 Atlanta, call maintain flight level 310.
where are we? We are going direct, Weasel, so that's good.
November 240 Niner Echo, contact Indianapolis Center 119.55.
Oh my goodness, you're right, Sonoma. The plane has a bit of porpoising there, but
You as well, United 663, Jacksonville Center
not that
135.902.
bad yet. Let's try and increase the speed.
United 663, thank you.
November 1 Charlie Lima, maintain flight level 210 for traffic.
Maintaining flight level 210 for traffic, 1 Charlie Lima. Okay, so let's stop at 210 for now. Hopefully the plane follows. Yeah, the sad thing is we have a lot of planes in the vicinity, but we don't actually see them here. I'm not sure. I think it's a limitation on the sim at the moment. You don't have that proper TCAS guidance, unless we
November
can
95 Romeo Whiskey
maybe-
Atlanta, climb maintain flight level 350.
No, I don't think that works. I think that's one of the limitations. So in here, what we can change is to go for
Atlanta Center, Lindbergh 7917. I'm going to have
passenger
to pause it here
briefing.
for probably 15-20 minutes, if that's okay with you.
Lindbergh 7917 Atlanta,
No,
for
I
how
want the
long?
progress.
Probably 15-20 minutes. I got a little emergency here.
Okay, if you could disconnect, I'd appreciate that.
Okay, I'm going to disconnect and come back.
Okay, thank you.
How are we doing? Everything else is good. Landing gear is up. Flaps are up. We can turn off our landing lights.
American 2071, expect
Taxi
visual
lights can
approach,
go
runway
off
36
as well.
center.
Seatbelt signs can go off.
This one, runway 36 center, American
Safety lights as
2071.
well. And once we cross
November
here,
782 Tango Tango, the
flight
Greensboro
level
altimeter
180, we switch to
3001, runway 5 right for departure,
standard
taxi via your discretion, squawk 2037.
altimeter settings.
Roger, altimeter 3001, take runway
There we
5
go.
right, squawk 2037,
782 Tango Tango, read correct, advise ready, number 1 for departure.
Time to share what I bought for Prime Day. Oh yeah, that's true. Got too busy, I forgot to share. I bought not because of, well, because of a sale,
1318,
but not with Amazon. I bought a new phone. Should be arriving in a couple of days. The
Anyone
S20
else waiting on the
Plus
center?
is heavily discounted, so I went in and dug in. And Mrs. Clumsy bought one as
number
well,
1
so
now for Delta 381.
we are
Delta
encouraging each other with the
381,
purchases.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And we're making an
your friend
excuse
or
because
whoever
we're
was ahead of you
saying
he's gone.
because we're saying we don't have travel this year, so might as well spend it
Yeah, so
somewhere
Delta
else.
381 speed your
And
discretion.
yeah, it comes in the
Roger.
form of the phone. I'll let you know how it goes. It has a very nice, fancy blue color. You guys see that? It went shot past flight level 210, so I had to take off autopilot.
November 1 Charlie Lima, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Oh, thank you. Climb and maintain flight level 3101 Charlie Lima. Yeah. Thankfully, I have
Lima Tango
the
Alpha
FS 2020
42, which is at about
avionics in
500.
my
Lima Tango Alpha 42 Atlanta Center, roger.
in my 1 sec, in my flight plan, so I hope they understand why I am a bit inconsistent with my settings.
782 Tango Tango, ready to taxi runway 5 right.
782 Tango Tango, runway 5 right, taxi via your discretion. Let me know when you're ready. Number 1, holding short of the runway.
Yes, Tom, Explain has this as well, and actually Explain is much better for VATSIM at the moment in terms of stability of the planes, in terms of the planes following the flight plan and everything. So yeah, it's much more ideal.
Delta 1318, radar contact.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I thought it was quiet, then the rest is disconnected.
Okay, it's climbing now. Flight level change. It's good. It is porpoising though, so yes, the dolphin dance is still here, unfortunately. I think we'll use VS, maybe that will help things. Let's try VSing 2000 feet per minute. And yes, with VS, the porpoising is not there. So the dolphin dance is mainly a problem when it comes to flight level change. So I'll try to stay away from that for the moment. We'll just have to watch our airspeed here. Yeah, 1000 to go, didn't. So that is still lacking. Looks like, whoa. Yeah, you saw that jump? That is like the same problem I explained. When the weather changes, you have that sudden shift in the winds, so the plane kind of jutters around for a second. That is the same problem, looks like, with this Unreal Weather Live METAR thing. So yeah, right now it's still a bit not quite there yet. I think we'll switch to live weather. I hope this doesn't wreck things. Let's see. Oh crap. Okay. There you go. Let's hope that is okay. Please don't hang on me. Beautiful. And it hanged. And it's back. Okay. But my goodness, that is beautiful, isn't it?
Delta 1415,
Delta 1415, Atlanta, climb, maintain flight level 390.
Taking so many screenshots here, guys, because this is so good. How's our airspeed doing? Airspeed is doing fine. Okay, 150 knots, descending bit by bit, so I think we'll have to shallow the descent a bit there. Let's go and climb at 1,500 feet per minute. We are still on the climb detent.
November 1 Charlie Lima, climb, maintain flight level 430.
Flight level 430, 1 Charlie Lima. Nice. Okay, so now we can go to our cruising altitude, and let's hope that we don't porpoise around when we get there. It's super cool though. Oh, 430, not 440. Super
Southwest
cool.
2038, contact Washington Center,
You guys see this?
133.72.
So we have like a heading up. Or track up? No, heading up. So you see the wind is blowing from the northwest. So from here. And it's making the plane yaw to the left. And so we are actually like facing the left right there. But we are traveling that direction. Bit of sidestep, bit of a crab there. Just very normal for planes. But you see it clearly here. We're going that direction, but the plane is facing a different side. It's nice that you see that level of detail at least. It would be nice if we had visibility of the traffic though. I don't think I've seen a plane yet in VATSIM from this sim. But in the meantime, the best we have for now is this one. Let's go and find ourselves where we are. That's us. You guys see? November 1 Charlie Lima. And we made it just in time. Looks like Charlotte ground disconnected already. But we should have full center coverage until we get to where we're going, which is that's the one. Port Columbus.
Lima Tango Alpha 42, contact Jacksonville Center, 135.902.
Jacksonville Center, 135.902. Look forward to. Good day.
So I'm expecting we will get handed over to Indy Center. Well, not anytime soon. Oh crap. Actually,
Center Delta 170, 10 miles west
losing
of
airspeed here.
Muscle Shoals. Oil level 310 for 330.
Slower climb to
Delta
1,000 feet per
170,
minute.
radar contact.
So if we go and plug that in the center should be 119, 55. Put that in standby. Okay, that looks good. Your grandfather worked for John Glenn's dad. Who is John Glenn? This might be a very basic question. Sorry. In terms of the detent, we are in climb thrust, so that looks good. Fuel wise, we should have plenty of fuel left. Where is the fuel? Fuel in pounds, we have over 1,000 pounds on each side, so that's 2,500 in total. Fuel consumption pounds per hour is 486 pounds. Not sure if that's a good idea. We do have negative amps on the bat though, so that doesn't look very nice. I hope that doesn't bring us down eventually. And how is our oxygen?
AC 221 Atlanta Center, welcome aboard.
Oxygen is at 0 again. Might get that problem again, but I thought I put in everything here. Oh well.
Atlanta Center, contact flight 10,000.
Slow down our climb. We are getting porpoising here, even at this level. John Glenn was
75 Atlanta Center, welcome. Climb maintain 13,000.
The first American to orbit the Earth. Cool. Or specific areas for multiplaying? That's a good question.
Delta 227, contact Jacksonville Center 135.902.
If you look in the map, well, basically,
Jacksonville Center 135.902. Thanks for the service, Delta.
I guess it's mainly a time zone issue. It's prime time for East.
1070 with you, passing 12,000 for 14,000.
It's
Victor 1070 Atlanta Center.
Prime
Climb
time for
maintain
East
flight
Coast.
level 280.
So all the people are online
30
here.
Victor 1070.
And when it's European,
And American
prime
2071
time,
flight
then all
heading
the controllers are
180.
here. I've even seen sometimes that we have controllers in Asia, in Philippines, in Singapore. Well, not Singapore, but in Malaysia.
United 611, good evening, with you climbing to flight level 310.
United 611 Atlanta Center, welcome.
That's us. Okay. Third American in space. Oh, and then they named an airport after him. That's super cool.
Atlanta Center 782 Tango Tango, holding short, runway 5 right at Greensboro.
Well, I don't know. I don't have an issue with that, Tom. I mean, if they can perform what is
Tango
needed
Tango,
from them,
Roger,
I
right
don't
crosswind
really
departure. The Greensboro
diversity.
Wind calm, runway 5 right, clear for takeoff.
Hey, Jack.
Roger, clear for takeoff 782 Tango.
How are you, man?
On the
How's space?
170 cross Glavin at 4000. Land altimeter 3003.
We are very early in our
4000, Delta 170.
flight here. We're actually still in our departure. We're just reaching Claude in a bit. And I still have to look for how to zoom out on the map here. I always forget.
November 95 Romeo Whiskey, contact Jacksonville Center 135.902.
How do you zoom out here again? Let me try and remember this one. Is it range? There. Okay, good. Alright, there it is. That looks pretty good. Looks
United
straightforward.
611, what's your Mach number?
0.79, sir. I'm at my final altitude now. And
Prismatic shield
76.
from the Princess.
I don't need you to slow down. Can you speed up to 0.8?
I will give it my best shot, sir.
Sounds fancy. What is the Princess? I've been out for so long, I don't know the happenings anymore. And now we are starting to build up speed. Interesting enough. Did something change?
Delta 1318, cross Aussie 12000, knots.
Because
Atlanta
now we should
altimeter
be able to climb
3003.
1,000 feet per minute.
Aussie at 12000, 250 knots, 3003, Delta 1318.
Brand new gaming computer.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2266, checking in with you,
Yeah.
flight level 310.
It's an amazing experience, Tom.
2266, Atlanta Center, welcome.
Just look at that, right?
Delta 2136, Atlanta Center, welcome. Climb maintain 11350.
Still a bit of porpoising, but it's not as bad. We'll see later though once we hit the 40,000 and up
November
levels.
456, Mike, cross the Cinca intersection at maintain 10,000. Stand by
How's
for the altimeter.
the volume for you guys? Is it too loud with the controller, the air traffic frequency, the voice? I think I lowered it as much as I can. They might have to adjust. Yeah, the output volume is at its lowest already.
Expecting flight level 50,000.
7 Mike, Sierra, Atlanta Center, climb maintain 15,000.
Sound is good. Volume is good. Okay, good. Aisling Duval power. Prismatic shield. I'm trying to remember. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I got it. I think I remember more
November 456, Mike, the Macon
bi-weave.
altimeter is 29er.
But I think the bi-weave is something for like constant combat.
American 2071, turn left heading 090, vectors to final.
Turn left 090, vector to final, American 2021.
November 782, Tango Tango. Are you flight following today?
Mrs. Clumsy prismatic shield so I can get that 3080.
Tango Tango, you
Looks
are
like a
radar
plan.
contact. Just verify your altitude for me.
Looking forward to it.
Passing through 3,600 this time, 782 Tango.
Oh my goodness, the
Tango
porpoising is getting
Tango,
bad.
Roger. Maintain appropriate VFR altitude. You are radar contact.
Let's hope
Roger,
that
maintain
gets
appropriate
fixed.
VFR, 782 Tango Tango.
Delta 2266, what's your Mach number?
0.75 for Delta 2266.
Did you guys see the Snoop Dogg video?
Yeah, can you
I
give me
love
Mach
that.
0.70, please?
Nah.
0.70, we'll do it.
Perfect timing with a beat. And as the plane was porpoising. Oh, I love that.
Delta 4623, Atlanta Center, climb maintain 370.
From Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, Black D. Thank you for joining.
American 2071, descend to maintain 3000.
Are we supposed to be twerking our plane? I hope not. I sure hope not. Okay, should be pretty smooth from here on out. In terms of the flight plan, in terms of what the plane will do, I cannot assure that.
Delta 1415, contact Jacksonville Center 135.92.
Preparing the Corvette for the battle ahead. Wow.
American
I don't have the
2070, turn
Corvette
left
yet,
heading
I don't think.
360, join the 36 on the local
Yeah, I
area.
have the Anaconda, I have the Cutter, but not the Corvette.
Atlanta Center, good evening. Southwest 112, checking in, flight level 330.
Barf.
Southwest 112, Atlanta Center, welcome.
Get your paper bags ready.
Delta 2266, Mach point 73 will work.
Alright, increasing now to Mach 0.73, Delta 2266.
Thanks. Southwest 112, what's your Mach number?
Currently Mach 0.77, Southwest 112.
Talking about cars,
Roger,
no,
you know what I'm
talking
gonna
about
ask you, right?
spaceships.
Bring it.
You could do 7, give me 7.5 for now, you're pretty far out.
This is actually pretty entertaining. Just listening to this radio communication.
Appreciate it.
Huh?
Delta 2071 on the rollout, the field will be 12 o'clock, 10 miles.
And they seem like they know each other. These guys sound like pros. They are pros. Wow. Cool. Okay. Well, we are still far away from our destination, but
Delta 2071, you have the field in sight?
we can probably start
Or,
briefing
I'm sorry,
the
American
approach,
2071, you get
looking
the field
for
in
an
sight?
approach.
I have A4 inside, American 2071.
We don't drive any
2071,
cars.
sorry about that. You are clear visible approach runway 36
In
center,
Singapore,
and
it's
you're
very
clear to land,
much
wind 350.
public transpo area.
Clear to land 36 Central American.
Be careful when you fly over my house. Will we? Will we be coming close to it? Stalking skills. Get your telescopes ready. Let's go and hear those like booming cars buzzing past Alex's house. Rising star.
Delta 381, cross Ozzy 2000, 250 knots. Line altimeter 3003.
Ozzy at 12000, 250.
Control our climb here. Wave when you fly past. We'll spot you. Let us know when we should be looking out. Where are we right now? Right here. Let's go and change this world map so you can see. See? Nice, right? It should be loading eventually. Oh my goodness, what's happening to the plane? Oh. One sec. Slow it down. There you go. I think the dolphin dance is more prone when you're flying slow. It still hasn't loaded? Wow, okay. Let me go on a different route here. Let's change that. It's very green down there. Okay, let's change it. Do it differently. Here you go.
United 611, request flight level 310, please.
That's us.
I'm sorry, you said 31,000?
Yes, sir.
United 611, descend and maintain level 310.
Thank you, sir. 310. United
So we are currently at there. Get it?
Delta 1636 Atlanta Center, welcome. Can you give me 10 knots faster?
I hope.
I'll do my best. Delta 1636.
I hope the controller won't mind that we are flying just randomly.
Delta
Sometimes slow,
1401 Center,
sometimes
welcome.
fast, sometimes climbing, sometimes descending. Aviation slot-like relationship ships, VFR single, special VFR dating, IFR. Close enough, yeah. Oh, we're reaching our cruising altitude. There we go. Altitude. Yeah, Sonoma is our one to go here. Our 1000 to go warning. So let's see if that normalizes. Yeah, it seems like it's leveling out. That's good.
Atlanta Center, Lindbergh 7917, we're back online.
There we go, 430, or as close enough as we can get. Come on, you can do it.
Lindbergh 7917 Atlanta Center, roger.
What's
Squawk
altitude capture?
2034.
I guess that is 430.
Squawk 2034.
Oh, that's great. Great. Okay, there we go. That's close enough, I guess. A bit dolphin dancing, but now I guess we can pull back to cruise detent. Is that how it works? Get that economical, or as economical as possible.
Con 75, contact Jacksonville Center 135.902.
0.5 Mach.
135.902 for con.
We are pretty slow.
Lindbergh 7917, radar contact over the Shelbyville VOR.
Throw airspeed is only 300.
Maintain flight level 250.
Ground speed is
Maintain flight level
279.
507,917.
That's a bit slow, isn't it?
Delta 170, contact Atlanta approach 125.7.
Well, we'll see. Maybe that works later on. That is low for this jet. Maybe, is it right that I go to the cruise detent? It does seem to make sense, but I don't know. Alright, but anyway, we are stable. Stable
AC 221, cross the Luck intersection at maintain 10,000.
A bit
Make an
bumpy.
altimeter 2999.
Cross lock intersection 10,299.
Usually above 200 at cruise. Did the CJ4?
November 456, Mike, contact Atlanta approach 119.6.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Not sure why. Thank you for following. Welcome
Good night,
to
Delta
the channel.
1318, contact Atlanta approach
Feel free to join us in
125.7.
chat. I
Atlanta approach 125.7, Delta
am able
1318,
to
good
chat
night.
now.
Good night. United 611, descend via the Hobbit 2 arrival, Atlanta altimeter 3003.
The mountains below. That's a good point. There you go.
Descend via the Hobbit 2 arrival, Atlanta, into Atlanta, United 611.
Are these the Smoky Mountains?
Lindbergh 7917, cross
Mountains with
shipper,
fluffy
at
clouds
maintain
and a dolphin dancing
1,000,
plane.
Atlanta altimeter 3003.
Cross Shepherd at flight level 13,000. And what was the altimeter?
3003.
3003.
Goodness. Well, nice recommendation, Tom. I'm enjoying flying through here, especially with the VATSIM coverage. Now, let's try and compute some things here because I think I might have to start descending soon. So we are currently, how many miles? 108 miles from Hotel November
1636,
VOR.
descend via the Jedi 2 arrival, land altimeter 3003.
That's the Henderson VOR. And then we'll join the Bremen 5 arrival. So that's going to be 107.
Delta 2266, descend via the Hobbit 2 arrival, land altimeter 3003.
140, and we don't have actually an approach set yet for us. Okay. Am I at flap speed?
Delta 2266, descend via the Hobbit 2 arrival.
Well, we
descend
are
via the Hobbit 2 arrival, Delta 2266.
flap 0 here. Am I missing something, guys?
Atlanta Center, JetBlue
Why
258.
we're flying so slow
via
here.
the Chesapeake 4 arrival at flight level 280.
JetBlue 258, continue descent via the Chesapeake 4 arrival. The Charlotte altimeter 3001, Atlanta Center, welcome.
Thanks, and 3001.
Part of them. Main Smoky Mountains are more southwest after we took off. Ah, I see. Southwest of Charlotte. That's actually quite near to where I fly in my on-air series. Because west of Charlotte is the Asheville Airport. That's the home base of our company there. And I've been flying all over that area. Quite nice. So let's say, in terms of descent, let's go and study this, guys. Bremen 5 arrival.
Atlanta Center, NHL 0301 with you at flight level 400.
NHL 0301, Atlanta Center, welcome aboard.
Henderson is the start of the arrival.
Delta 1401, descend via the Jedi 2 arrival, land altimeter 3003.
11,000 nickels. And then from here, from Bremen, we should be given radar
via the
vectors
Jedi 2 arrival.
to land. The winds at Columbus at the moment are 177 at 5
the
knots.
visual approach, runway 36 right.
That means...
Expect 36 right for JetBlue 258.
So it's probably still 28 left or right.
And was that just for the visual
They'll give
for
us.
JetBlue 258?
So let's have a look how we should plug that in because I'm not sure. One sec, let's study how that works. So departure arrival here. You can pick the ILS here. ILS 28 left or right. And then we can say how that works. Or something. Don't mind me, I'm just talking gibberish. Because my brain is filled with details right now. Let's have a look here.
1401, Mach 0.75, sir.
That's where we're going. In terms of airspace, this is class Bravo, I guess. Class Charlie airspace, okay. So we can't really just change or cancel IFR. Because normally if you're going to an airport which is class Echo, when you're nearby and you see the field, you can cancel IFR and just fly VFR to the airport. I guess with a jet like this, you don't normally do that anyway. So, yeah, maybe...
November 782 Tango Tango, contact Jacksonville Center 135.902.
Contact Jackson Center 125.902, 782 Tango.
That Zanesville on your chart is just west of you.
Southwest 112, descend via the Hobbit 2 arrival, Atlanta altimeter 3003.
Let's have a look.
Alright, 3003, descend via the hub to
Which chart was that? Here? Oh, this one's Zanesville.
Cathay 2087, level
Just west of you. So you're somewhere here in Hissom?
Cathay 2087,
oh, should fly there.
Number 1 Charlie Lima, contact Indianapolis 119.55.
119.55, 1 Charlie Lima, thank you. Alright, there we go. So let's switch to Indy Center. Is Indianapolis Indy? Is that? Because I'm going to call them Indy Center. They live along I-70. We have a look. Am I in the right frequency? Yeah.
November 39 Echo, roger, no traffic observed between you and Glasgow Airport. VATSIM services terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good night.
Indy Center, Citation 1 Charlie Lima at flight level 430.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, Indy Center, good evening.
Okay, good. So what do we do? Well, we can expect maybe a 2-8 left. Let's see, what is ideal for us? Because maybe we can request it. Now, it says the GA parking over here is near 2-8 left, so we can request 2-8 left, I think. 177 at 5 knots, so that's almost south, so that's pretty much crosswind, but it's favoring a bit 2-8 left. So yeah, we can request for 2-8 left if we can.
3004.
So we can say approach ILS 2-8 left. That one. APE transition. No, that doesn't look good. I think we can request vectors to final. Yeah, so after Bremen, they'll give us vectors to the final approach, ILS 28 left, if we can request for it. Now, in terms of when we start descending, I'm not so sure. Because we're at 430, we are how far away from our destination?
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, cross task at flight level 240.
Cross task at flight level 240, 1 Charlie Lima. Oh no. How do you do that in this plane? I don't think that works yet. Okay, we'll have to do it manually then. That's bugged. Look at that. When I hit 240, just swan dived me. You see? Normally, when you change your selected altitude, it shouldn't move immediately. It shouldn't start descending immediately until you hit a mode like VS or flight level change. That's a bug. No more panic when you talk to VATSIM. Oh, you should have seen me a while ago. Jay was pointing at it. I was blinking like crazy. So let's start descending here. Let's compute some things, guys. It's 70 miles away. So we are flight level 240. Let's say 41,000 minus 24,000 is what? 18? Sorry, that's way off. 17,000? So we need to lose 17,000 feet. That means 17 times 3. 17, 34, 44, 51. So 51 miles away, we should start descending. But yeah, we are actually still pretty good. So we can slow it down, maybe 1,000 feet. And when we are 51 miles away, then we can descend in earnest. Did I do my math correctly? You guys check me there. Grey Mother Radio chat. Oh my goodness. Do sweaty palms count? My goodness, yeah. Palms are sweaty. Mom spaghetti. How does that song go again? You guys still remember that song? Okay, the problem is they have not really told us yet what to expect But I guess we will get that as we get closer. And that radio sound that you hear, that is when there is someone who chats.
Jet 68, leaving airspace. Chicago Center is offline. Radar service
On the
terminated.
VATSIM
Change of crews. Enjoy the rest of your
client.
flight.
Yeah. Because some people don't have voice, and that's a good thing. You don't have to have a mic. Or if you're like super nervous and you really cannot handle a mic, they do recommend that you use your voice because it's much easier. But they do also allow text communication. So if you are very nervous, you cannot control your voice like me, that's one option. $57-51 miles away. Actually, task is flight level 240, but this 56 miles is actually the Henderson, the VOR. Task is another 10 miles from that, so it's actually we're actually 65 miles away from the waypoint still, so it's still far away. So we could actually, yeah, let's do this. 15,000, 30, 45. Yeah, we can slow down our descent here. Just keep this 1,000 feet per minute descent. Very subtle. First, if you say so, Scotsman. How are you? Hey, Rusty Chicken. Too early for all that math, I know, right? It's never a right time for math, actually. Let me remove my feet from the rudder pedals because if my palms are sweaty, my feet maybe 2 times more so. Oh my goodness! The dolphin dance is real. Ay ay ay. Can't deny how that looks though. Oh man. Those are some lovely mountains. Are we nearing your place, Alex? Thumbnail shot for the win. I love how you can use track IR to do fine tuning with the camera angle. It's very organic. Everything's still doing good? Okay, still doing good. Not at risk of overspeeding or anything. That's fine. Need to stop drinking tequila for these flights. Still just doing routes with departures into uncontrolled airspace. So you're cancelling IFR as you get a visual of the airport. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, a good way to start. That's how I'm doing it at the moment as well. Well, previously. But now we are actually, I would assume, going to have proper arrivals and approaches set for us. Where are we right now? Okay, yes, we have crossed into Indy Center. That's the map. So we are in the territory. What's the official term? The airspace for Indy Center. That's why they asked us to switch when we crossed that border. And now we are headed to Port Columbus. Yeah, the bots are at it again. Thankfully, we have night bot on duty. Looks good. So sorry, I have not been very attentive, guys. Apologies, but I can catch up now, for now. How are you guys doing? What have you been working on recently? I'm very excited for some possible things to come in the channel. Still no confirmation, but a lot of things cooking. I hope they push through. But if you are ever interested, yeah, the patrons and subs, you guys will be the first to know because you make this possible. And then of course I will announce it in the channel for all the guys in Discord and YouTube and everywhere else, and during the live streams for sure. Alright, let's have a look. 32, 41 miles, so we need to lose 10,000 feet times 3 is 30. So 30 miles away, we should start descending at a 3-degree path. You know what, maybe I'll steepen it a bit, because it's better that we arrive there a bit early and just adjust as needed. Pull back on the throttle a bit. I wonder if it's possible to set the altitude at 2,000, 24,000 here. One can hope, right? Because normally you should be able to do this. Yeah, it doesn't work. It would have been that easy, just plugging in 240 there and going VNav, and the plane will take care of all that for you. But yeah, if you think about it, that's kind of the beauty in flight sim. You are forced to go manual, and you are forced to learn the basics of stuff before you get all the automation. That's where you grew up. Oh wow. Track IR is such a great peripheral for simulation, for trucking, for flight sim. It's amazing. Cannot recommend it enough. And yes, it is pricey, but for its function, for how accurate it is, for how fuss-free it is, it's literally plug and play. Highly recommend it. What is that clicking? I have to look in the forums for that. So 240, how many do we have to lose? Let's say 8,000 feet times 324. Yeah, that seems to be okay. So I think 1.5 is good enough. Just keep that speed. Pull back on the throttle a little bit. Thank Tom for the flight plan, for the flight that we're doing today. Now, one thing that I am not... Here we go again. Even if we manage all the arrivals, all the approaches, all the vectors and all the stuff, the landing is something I cannot guarantee, because I have not flown this plane since the last stream. And even then, during that time, I did not do very well with the landing, because I fly mostly GA planes. With jets, the landing is a bit more refined. So yeah, I'm just making excuses ahead of time, so you don't expect much. So okay, 23 miles away. We are like 6,000 feet. 7,000 feet times 321. Oh, that's bang on. That is bang on. The problem is 247. I think I'll have to step it up a bit. Yeah, the problem is I cannot use the 3-degree descent pitch attitude, because it seems like for the CJ4 we are descending already, even though the attitude, how the plane is pitching, if it's level, if it's pitching up or pitching down like that, it's kind of still pitching up, but it's already descending. So I think that angle is a bit different from what I'm used to. So I'm not sure how to compute the airspeed, the VS we need for it.
Delta 4623, Andy Center, are you up?
So 5,000 times 315, that still looks good. I think we can keep this trajectory. I'm expecting we get further clearance.
What's up, Indianapolis Center at Delta 4623 with you at 370?
Delta 4623, Indy Center, good evening.
Actually, that is pretty accurate. If you look here, turbojets expect flight level 240 in the chart. Okay. What is the approach frequency? Maybe I can plug that in already. Approach frequency in SWAN 25. Actually, we won't need that because there would be no one in the controller there. So center would be our frequency all throughout. So I don't think we'll be needing to switch frequencies at all in this case. Might be more of an exception. 747. Oh my goodness! Now you've done it. Okay, now we'll have to fly the 747. We can check it out after this flight. I'm not sure how far we'll get. I've never flown it. I've never even loaded that in here in my rig. But we'll try it. That's a good idea, Jack. Just to listen to VATSIM, you can log in to ground. I'm not sure how, if they suggest that, if they are okay with that. I think it should be okay if you don't. Let's descend a bit faster here. Pull back on the throttle. We're cutting it close. 240.
November 1 Charlie Lima, just maintain 11,000, Columbus passenger 3005.
Descend and maintain 11,000, altimeter 3005, 1 Charlie Lima. There we go, okay, good. So we can go continue our descent to 11,000. So I think we did a good enough job there. Now we can continue descent to 11,000. And once we hit the 18,000 mark, we switch back to local altimeter to 3005 as they gave us. Someone remember that for me, please. 3005. 747. Yeah, normally you can log into a busy airport, maybe. Just go sit at the parking. Don't bother anyone else and listen in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the official stance is on it, but I think you should be able to listen in, like, so a few minutes. They just don't encourage people to, like, AFK. But if you're listening in and learning, maybe it's good enough. Hey, we're Trucker. Thanks for joining. EGKK to LFPG 30-minute flight. On the 747? Oh, we can try. We might not have enough time, but we'll
Indianapolis Center,
see if we can extend it.
1542. We're experiencing light to moderate chop at flight level 370 at our position.
Southwest 1542, roger. Thanks for the pilot.
So how is the weather at... I always forget the name. Columbus International. VFR, no clouds. Little bit misty. 8.7 nautical miles visibility, but nothing to be concerned about. Alright, our next vertical restriction is I think Nichols. 11,000 feet. So okay, the next challenge is Nichols. Oh my goodness, everything is manual, huh? We are at 22, so we need to lose 11,000 feet. So that needs to be 33. Losing 11,000 feet, 11 times 3 is 33. So we should be 33 miles away from our destination, from that waypoint when we start descending that 3-degree pitch down. So I think I'll just shallow it down a bit, our descent. We'll see how it works. You haven't played today yet? What mods are broken? Thankfully, most of the mods are still working. I was surprised actually to hear that. But yeah, it's working pretty good. Most of them at least. There are some exceptions, but I tried the Bonanza a while ago. Everything was working as is. The CJ4 mod here is working. The Ultra Weather mod is working. So I think they mainly fixed the main problems that they introduced the last patch, but they didn't improve much of the stuff yet. Oh, we should actually plan our arrival here. Crap. Perf. Let's go and set 28 left, just as temporarily. Let's hope that didn't get destroyed. So I put N28 left. So now when I go to approach, the winds at the airport, Columbus, are 197 at 3 knots. Plug that there. outside air temperature is
Indianapolis Center, good evening.
14 degrees Celsius.
Ready to copy clearance. To Miami
Altimeter
International, IFR.
3005. Looking good there.
Delta 8968 Indy Center, good evening. Cleared to Miami Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is on this frequency, clock 6743.
And there's our V speeds. VRF, VAP is 114. VRF is 107. Send that in. That should be updated to our speed tape there.
10 minutes after departure. Departure with you.
So should be ready from that point of view. Now I want to see our progress here.
Delta 8968, your readback is correct. Columbus altimeter 3005. Push and start at your discretion. Expect runway 28 left for departure. Call for taxi.
Roger, we'll expect runway 28 left and call for taxi. Delta 8968.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, expect a visual approach, runway 28 left.
Expecting the visual 28 left, 1 Charlie Lima. Nice. Visual approach.
American 5697,
right,
legal
we've crossed 18,000 feet, so let's go and
terminated, frequency change approved.
go to the standard altimeter, the local altimeter. 3005 is what they gave us. Let's just follow that. Should be close enough to the real deal. And we should be, let's double check where we are. Nichols 11,000. We are 19 miles away. We need to lose 6,000 times 318. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. So this, I think the 1,500 feet per minute is more or less the ideal speed for us at this rate. Who needs mods? Play only vanilla. Why play with mods if devs will never put new features on current planes? That's exactly why you would play with mods, because the devs would never put in additional features. So the mods would add those in. Oh, that's interesting looking.
Southwest 1542, yearly from airspace to the east. Cleveland Center is offline. METAR services terminated. Frequency change approved. Enjoy
My
your flight.
GPU load is actually not full. It's only at 84%, which is interesting. Does that mean I'm getting a stutter? Yeah, it looks like I'm stuttering quite a lot. Something is causing my stuttering, and I'm not sure what it is. None of the threads are maxing out. The GPU isn't maxing out either, so there must be something.
AeroCab 1008, Indy Center, good evening. Your clear to the Butler County Airport is filed. Climb and maintain 3,000, expect 9,000, 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 6652.
Seatbelts on, that's a good call.
May I have your attention, please? At this time, please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking signs. Thank you.
Very nice.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your
AeroCab 1008, your readback is correct. The Louisville altimeter 3009, expect runway 17 left. Are you ready to taxi?
So 28 left is 111.75 in the ILS. I'm trying to remember how to plug that in. I think it's in the tune page. Yeah, 111.75. Yeah, that looks good. What I can't remember is how to switch the mode here from FMS to nav1. Ref speeds are updated, that's good. PFD menu. So the nav source,
American 115, Indy Center, good evening.
I think I can change that later, once we're cleared for the visual. Alright, let's see. Legs page, 6 miles. We are 1,000 feet away. Yeah, we should be okay there.
American 115, radar contact 2-3 miles north of the Terre Haute OR, flight level 350, welcome.
Mods for planes.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. Why do I always hold my ear when I talk?
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, depart Bremen, heading 330.
Sorry, say again for 1 Charlie Lima.
November 1 Charlie Lima, depart Bremen, heading 330.
Depart Bremen, heading 330, 1 Charlie Lima. Ah, nice. Okay. So after Bremen, we will be heading 330, is what that means, from what I understand. So let's ready the heading 330. Let's prepare that. And then once we are past Bremen, currently we are going to Habok. Wait a minute. Bremen 5, but where is Bremen here? 1 second.
FedEx 23 Heavy, Indy Center, good evening. I
think my flight plan is not following that, so we'll have to manually go there. Let me go to heading mode now, because if you look at this one, we should be headed to Bremen.
FedEx 23, ready to contact 11 miles
somehow,
southwest of the Livingston VOR, flight level 330, welcome.
We're not going there right now. So I'll manually go there. Okay, that should be fine. I should start slowing down, less 250, below 250 knots. Landing lights before ATC calls us out, slow it down. Almost at flight idle here. Okay, past Bremen, heading 330, that should be fine. That should be close enough, I guess. Now,
AirCab 1008, runway 17 left, taxi to Echo.
Where are we? Guess that's not very reassuring to hear from the captain, supposed captain. Zoom in. Here. Okay, there you go. Sure thing, Sarkias, no problem, man. Thanks, appreciate it. Can I go to nav mode? VOR1, I think, can be good. Alright, that I think makes a lot more sense. Yeah, ILS-1, that is the one. ILS-28 left. So even though they'll clear us for the visual, because the weather is good enough, we can still follow that ILS, the localizer and the glide slope for additional guidance. I hope. Have a good night, Sarkis. Thanks for hanging out with us and wish us luck. Butter the landing. Oh my goodness. No pressure. Alright, let me load in the chart here. For the localizer, 2,700 is the final approach fix. Habok, 2,700. Okay, that should be fine. Does anyone know the flap speeds for this? Gear operating speed is 200. The flaps, I assume, should be somewhere nearby, so as when I go below 200, I can probably give it a bit more allowance, and then I can extend flaps. Pull back on the throttle even more. in terms of the runway 28 left, so we will probably exit Bravo 3 or Bravo 4, so turn left at the next taxiway if you even get that far. Okay, 330 on the heading, we should be close enough. Looks good. And yeah, this flight plan is just spaghettiness. I think because I chose a transition. You can't have like an ILS without a transition at this point in the sim. Set the 747 down at 165 knots. Yeah, this one is quite different. We have 114 on the approach speed based on what we've calculated. And yeah, it looks like we'll...
Indianapolis Center, Delta 8968. I'm sorry, did you say expect runway 28 left or 28 right?
Delta 8968, runway 28 left.
Otherwise, that's what I thought. Thanks.
No problem. Citation 1 Charlie Lima at airport, sure 11 at 12 o'clock, 15 miles, report and sight.
Currently looking, thank you, 1 Charlie Lima. You guys see it? Let's look for it. I think that's the one, yeah. Yeah, that looks like it. You see the approach lights. One Charlie Lima has the runway in sight.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, clear visual approach, runway 28 left.
Cleared for visual approach, runway 28 left, 1 Charlie Lima. Oh, a new one from Tom. Nice. Alright, so let's go and follow the ILS. Just so I have additional guidance, I'll go descend to 2,700 feet here. Go VS it down, even though it started descending already. Okay, that looks good. We are at 190 knots. I'm hoping that's safe enough for flaps 15. What I'll do is we'll follow the ILS full just so I have additional guidance. So that's Habop is the final approach fix. So I can actually probably go to nav mode here. Nav 1. Not so sure I like that. Let's go for heading mode first. Once we get closer, I'll go to nav mode.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, wind 1903, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, 1 Charlie Lima. Words. 190. It is pretty crosswindy, but it shouldn't be that bad.
AirCab 1008, fly runway heading, runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff.
There's the glide slope coming soon. Looking good. There's the localizer coming closer. Perfect. 1 dot away from the glide slope. Let's extend our landing gear. Let's hope that this time we have 3 greens. The suspense is real. There you go. Okay, good. Okay. Let's go to approach. And that should capture the glide slope once the diamond hits the center. There we go. Established on the glide slope, established on the localizer. There's the runway. Why are we stalling? Should it be? Because we are not yet in full
November
flaps.
779 Delta Sierra, Indy Center clearance on request, stand by.
Are you close to this airport? Have you been to this airport before, Alex? Oh my goodness, that insane bank is real. Let's do this manually, guys.
November 779 Delta Sierra, you're cleared to the 585 airport as found. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect to 3000 10 minutes after departure. Departures on this frequency, squawk 6730.
28 left, there it is. A bit far from it.
Clear to the 585 airport as filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect 3000 5 minutes. 736.
4.
9 Delta Sierra.
Okay, flying it manually
November
from this
9 Delta
point
Sierra,
on.
you read back correct, except squawk code 6730.
You have been to and flown from that airport. Cool. Yeah, must be pretty close to you, huh?
730 November 9 Delta.
Oh, so Tom actually hit the
November 9
mark
Delta
there.
Sierra, your read back's correct. Advise number
it's
1 for
beautiful
departure
here.
and which runway you'll be using.
Is that your house, Alex? Hey, Alex, I see you waving. Close enough, I guess. Oh my goodness, we are so far away.
AirCab 1008, radar contact, stay altitude.
I'm going to
AirCab
look up for a
1008,
bit.
climb and maintain 9,000, turn left direct to KMT.
Right, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for.
AirCab 1008, turn left direct to KMT.
Our area would be much more hilly. Not so flat. And lots of cars with great sounding
AirCab
mufflers.
1008, that's left direct to KMT. Golf Alpha Mike Kilo Echo.
We are still on the glide slope and we are starting to capture the localizer. Now I am a bit slow here. 500. I can do a much better voice than that guy.
Indianapolis Center, Delta 8968.
Not the most
ready to
stable
taxi.
approach. Looks like we have some bugs there. I guess that's with the download thing. And now
Delta
I'm losing the glide slope.
8968, runway 3 left, taxi via Charlie.
Copy, taxi via Charlie to runway 28 left. Delta
We are
8968.
very high here. We dive a bit.
Number 1, runway 18. I'm sorry.
There you go. Catching up.
Correction, runway 36.
November 9 Delta Sierra, roger, you're released for departure. Clearance Boyd to foul off by 0235 Zulu, time now 0226
Yeah, look at the
Zulu.
windsock, guys.
When entering control airspace, flighting
That's not that
270.
bad, huh? Is it?
Frequency change.
Okay. We have been dolphin dancing all throughout. Oh wow, long landing. My bad. Still not landed, guys. There you go. Oh my goodness.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, welcome to Columbus. When able, advise which FBO you're parking at.
I would like to go to the GA ramp. I think we're near 1 Charlie Lima.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, roger, it looks like the jet is to the left there. Yep, so taxi via Bravo.
Taxi via Bravo, 1 Charlie Lima. Thank you for all the help.
You bet. Delta 2136, leave
Nice.
airspace, Chicago
Is it
Center,
this one?
offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, have a good one.
Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, somehow we made it, guys. I don't even know what happened.
Delta 4623, also
It's
leave airspace, radar
way
services
too
terminated,
busy.
frequency change approved tonight.
Over to come, I was gonna Delta 4623, see ya.
Oh my goodness. Very long landing, but at least you didn't smash on the ground. I'll take it. Okay, and it says here in the map that this is the GA ramp, so maybe we just stop here. Because we're right on that ramp. GA parking. FBO. Yeah, looks like it. GG guys, we made it. Whew. Parking brake is set. And yeah, even though the sim kind of messed with us a couple of times, somehow we made it work. Somehow. Don't ask me how. But okay. How do you turn off the engine? That's the wrong button. There. And there. Avionics, turn that off first. Good. Turn off the air conditioning maybe. There we go. And that's a successful flight. Just right off the ramp there. Thanks guys. Oh, I'm so nervous. Thank you. Alright, let's disconnect from VATSIM. We're free! We made it! We made it! Oh my goodness. Thank you for all the support and for bearing with my blinkness. Okay. I will definitely be watching that footage and seeing what I can learn from there. There will be plenty of them. Now what do we do for 30 minutes? We will be checking out the 747. 747 hype with this. Ooh, hey Deso. Yeah, let's go accept that. Alright. Successful flight, I'm happy. Didn't embarrass myself too much. It's a bit wobbly. I'll take it. We didn't get thrown out of the US for now. For now. Oh my goodness. Where did you want to fly? I'm not even sure if we'll manage to start it up. Maybe that's the most we can do. Airliners 747. Hide the tail number. Now let's just keep it and let's have a 361 Charlie Lima in there. Easy for you backseat drivers. More than welcome. Thank you for the company. I love that. I can see the clouds moving ever so subtly. Nice. Was hoping you would. It does seem quite expensive, huh? Quite on the expensive side. Thanks, Deso. Yes, I confirmed you as well. Thanks. EGKK is Gatwick. 3 million, my goodness. But that being said, the TBM 930 or the TBM isn't a pushover either. If I remember the price, it's more than $1 million, and that's a turboprop. It only has one engine. So I think for that price, it's quite expensive, isn't it? Considered nicer than the Learjet. I have no idea about the jets. The only jets I know are the, well, it's the Premier one, the Premier from Premier One Driver. And the CJ4 is very close to it. Okay, let's sit in Gatwick. Let's have a look here. Live weather. No multiplayer, no air traffic. Yeah, it's a bit lonely, isn't it? Even if you can hear everybody in VATSIM, can't actually see them. At least not on the radar, because physically, I can imagine it would be very hard, wouldn't happen often that you have plane spotting. But yeah, at the very least, I was hoping to see them on the radar, on the MFD. Okay, I won't even choose a destination. I don't think we'll manage to get away. So if we ever do, we'll just fly and do VFR with the 747. Goodness, we should have gone from the same airport and looked for Alex's house. The hilly area. We're getting near. We're getting hotter, guys. Where is it? Let me point out some things and tell me if I'm getting hotter. Does this sound familiar? Barnesville or Quaker City? Is that past you already? I-70, I-77. East of you. Oh, I went past. Man. So where are You are by the I-70 or 77? I think HUD was asking that a while ago. I didn't see very well. Ah, that interchange. Okay. So you're very close to one airport actually. This one. Cambridge Municipal. Must be nice. I bet Alex's house is right in the middle of the country club. This is his lot and his house is somewhere there, I guess. I can imagine. And the cars we're hearing when we're playing together, I think those are golf carts. Right off the green. Oh, that's cool. Wow. We should fly there. Well, thank you for the semi-tour. Oh my goodness, what is this monstrosity? November 361 Charlie Lima. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, that might be a good enough seat position. Maybe that one. I think that might be a bit high. There was a Cessna Citation based at KCDI, but I think it's been sold. Oh, interesting. So these fancy jets are really, yeah, they're really somewhere out there. Oh, interesting. So if you look at the live weather, we still seem to have that bug. Oh my goodness, this is humongous. Yeah, where we don't have any live weather at all. So in this case, I think it will be very useful to use the Unreal weather, because we should have that kind of weather realistically. So in that sense, the Unreal weather is more dependable. It's just that the transitions are a bit not as smooth, but it's a good alternative, especially when the airport you're at has a very inaccurate weather from what the flight sim is giving you. So you can switch and then switch back when it's less sensitive to do so. Things like that might be a good alternative there. So how do we do this, guys? I have no idea how this works. The checklist is not very comprehensive, is it? My goodness. Oh, there's even a reverse kind of thing here. Whew. Now, if we base it from the 737, there should be some similarities, I imagine. Battery switch. Do we get a hint? That's the battery. Oh, it's only one battery? Okay. Standby selector to auto. Ooh. External power to on. Where is that external power thing? I'm assuming it should be here, there. Available, yes, there we go. Now we have power. APU, do we start that immediately? I guess we can. There we go. Generator switches on when available. Fuel pumps on, beacon on. Actually, well, normally when you have a GPU connected, you should have your steady lights on, which are the nav lights in this case, I think. Bit different terminology there. Oh yeah, you're right. 1 and 2 there. Oh, this one. Oh, there are 2 external powers. I see. So 2 GPUs for this one? Goodness. Monstrous. Right. APU is available. There you go. That's the switch done. Fuel pumps on, beacon on. Okay, fuel pumps on, beacon. What is lower or... Let's go enable both. Fuel pumps, there's the pump, I think. Well, those are hydraulic pumps. fuel pump. Inoperative window heat. Must be staring me right in the face. Engine, hydraulics. Did you outward? I think that's close enough to what he did, or what we are doing right now, with the way I'm doing this. But that might be accurate. Hurry, hurry, look for it. Oh, that's a fuel pump? Okay. That one? Forward override. Okay, so all the main ones. Main 2, main 3, main 4. Okay, good. I think that's set. Yeah, I almost forgot this guy has 4 engines, huh? Starting the engine. Thrust levers to idle. Oh, humongous throttle. Engine 4. Don't they like do a 3 and 4 at the same time? Where is that? Pull, run, and then ACAS monitor. Okay, okay, it's clear enough. So let's start 3 and 4. We'll monitor this. Where's N2? I am hearing them spooling up. Not sure where it is, but I'll turn on the run. There we go. Fuel is getting introduced into the engines. EGT is climbing. That's N1. I guess N2. 1324. I have no idea. I thought it's like both right and then both left, but I would have no clear knowledge on that. Me and airliners are not very close. At least not anymore. Good. Okay. Where is the ECAS? Where are the messages listed? Because there should be like a starter cutout. Those did turn off, I think. The truck in front of the engine. Oh yeah. That definitely got pulled in already. I like the visibility. Now how do you depart from here? No flight plan. No nothing. How do you even do the takeoff? Oh, I think that's N2. I don't know. But let's start the engine. There and there. No, that's not N2. Forget what I said. Good. Alright, I like this map though. Quite nice. Quite detailed. So we have, what was I looking for? That sound was the starter cutting out, I think. Checklist. Okay, that looks good after starting. Oh my goodness, that's it? APU generator can go off. 1 second. Don't we have to enable like the bus for the engine, or is that automatic? Well, we can try. Well, nothing close, so I guess that's a good startup. Okay, let's request pushback here. Ground. Pushback. Release the parking brake. Here's the tug. 40 at 4 knots. Where are we right now? 1 second. Hey Arctic. Just cooling down and exploring. We just finished the flight with the CJ4. We're just exploring the 747. 26 left is quite near us. We can go there. Where this pushback is starting. The patch is doing well actually. It's quite stable, surprisingly. There's not much that changed, to be fair. But at least it doesn't break new stuff. Steer to the left, which is something I appreciate. And most of the mods are still working. So that's good. Man, you can't really deny that beauty in the clouds, the visuals. Okay, that looks good. Stop. Awesome. Parking brake is set. Good. Engine's good. Lights. Let's double check the lights. So we should have nav lights, wing logo. Where is the taxi light? Taxi. And runway turn off lights. There. And landing light is there. What is the flap setting for takeoff here in this plane? Flaps 5, I guess. I hope. And where is the flap annunciation? I am hearing the flaps move. Yeah, they have extended. But how do I confirm that here? Gear is down. There we go. Flaps is 5. Wow, pretty high tech here actually, huh? The 737 has lots of steam gauges, lots of analog indicators, but this one is actually pretty digital now. Parking brake is released. Let's go in taxi. You're flying the CJ4 without crashing the same, I know, right? For me though, there's still a bit of, what do you call it? The porpoising, the dolphin dance is still there. You've seen that quite a bit, although I think it has lessened. It's not that bad anymore, but yeah, still quite... still some improvements to be done, I think. How about the trim? There's the trim. Stab trim, stabilizer trim, that one. Let's put that in the middle. In flight level change, definitely. In VS, just a little. In cruise, just a little. So yeah, we experienced it all throughout, but it's not that terrible anymore. Is it really like this? Like you can't even see anything from up. Let's move up like that. Save it like that. There you go. My goodness, we're even taller than the jetways. Humongous plane. I think it's the first time I've flown a 747. Even in X-plane, I've never tried it. Looking down on the other planes, yeah. Is that all you've got? Even the building itself, is that all you've got? Now the runway is actually here, so I might miss it. I'll have to go through this way. Even the taxiways are super small looking. Like, how would I even fit there? I guess I'll fit in here somehow. Where are the strobes? Strobes on. And anything else we don't need. Landing lights on. Yeah, that should be okay. Toga. yeah, we have a lot of things that are not set up. We don't even have a flight plan programmed in our FMS. So I can expect a lot of problems. And I'll have to double check my N1. I probably can't go Toga here because I didn't do any takeoff calculations. I'm not even sure if the default plane has all of those. So we'll just push Toga, but we'll try and manage it below the red line so that the engines don't give out on us. There's the runway. Runway heading. Let's go and do some kind of like that. Okay, let's do this, guys. Man, it feels so weird being this high up. And what is our V speed? I actually see V1 there. And I can actually push Toga here without going beyond the red line, I think. And we have some pre-programmed V1 and VR speeds, even V2 there, that's nice.
V1.
Rotate. Oh, that was nice, positive rate, gear up. Very nice. Whoa! What did they call this? The Queen of the Skies? Bunch of chewy. Climbing like there's no tomorrow, 5,000 feet per minute. Pull back. Let's not go bananas. Flying VFR with the 747, why not? Right. Flaps, I guess, can go up. Let's do a pattern, why not? More power, Captain. Let's climb to 3,000 feet. Do you guys want to see a landing, or do you guys want to see like go up above as high as we can, which is more exciting for you? Oh my goodness, why are we falling? Why are we descending? There we go. My bad. As high as we can for you. Best plane ever. How about you, Jack? Which would you prefer, a landing or a climb? My goodness. How high can this go? My controls are not optimal for the 747 though, because they hardly respond to my inputs. We're actually beyond 250 knots here. If you look from outside, I look super pro. But if you look inside, you see all the wrong things happening. Landing it is a strange feeling. Let's look for it. Let's go for a landing. Let's go level here first. Oh, we're actually icing here. Do I not have anti-ice on? I probably don't have them on. Yeah, let's descend here and stick to lower altitudes for now. Commercial. Just for this very short experimental flight as requested by Jack. And yeah, you can see we don't have any settings plugged in, no plan, no calculations, just winging it. VFR style with the 747. Super pro. Yet. My goodness, I'll need the map. I will need the map. Okay, I have idea where we are. Let's do a humongous pattern here. And I am banking too hard. So let's Is this really how fast it is? My goodness. My throttles are almost at idle and I'm at 300, more than 300 knots. I think we'll need some flaps here, but I'll have to slow down first within the flap speeds. Okay, let's fly level. And yeah, we still have that weird switching sound. How are you doing, Rohan? We were on VATSIM a while ago. I was happy we were able to manage it. Oh, look at the rainbows. So nice. And why did the weather suddenly turn like this? I think they hate me. Come on. Stop descending. Yeah, VATSIM. Doing good, man. Doing good. Would you say this is proper UK weather? And yeah, you can see the weather transitioning here. The cloud cover going lower and lower. Oh my goodness. What happened there? I think we might have a bug here. Well, I probably am not the best person to test for bugs in this plane. But yeah. Why? I'm at flight idle. And we are still at 274 knots. Is that normal? I don't have a clue. You saw 4 Big Bens. Oh my goodness, IMC. There we go, we're finally starting to slow down. That's good. Don't do this at home. Don't do this in your 747. And yes, the weather is that bad already. Let's go have a look here. Flap speeds. Flap speeds, flap 1. 285. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Stop descending. So I can actually go flaps 1 already. Flaps 1. Can't even know what's happening. Just looking solely on the PFD. Okay, level at 3000 kind of, and not again. Yeah, this is a powerful powerful beast. I guess it would help if you have nice weather. Let's switch that out a bit, because this weather would be good for ILS. Switch that out to clear. Let's get scattered maybe. There you go. Bit more sane weather up here. Alright, let's do a pattern. There's the airport, I think. Climb to 3000. Flaps 5. That should be enough to slow us down, just enough. I can't even trim the plane. Gets parachute ready. I think that is the best course for this. So we are basically on the downwind leg, a huge downwind leg. Do you guys remember what flap setting for normal landing? Is it flaps 30? Oh yeah, you're right. Is there also an arm of the speed brakes? We should have auto brakes here. Auto brakes, is it that one? Alternate flaps. Where do you set the auto brakes on this plane? In the 737 it's there, down a bit. There. Auto brake, there you go, thank you. Auto brakes 1 should be okay. We should have plenty enough runway. Let's see auto brakes 2, thank you. Okay, flaps 5, let's keep it at flaps 5. We are pretty much past the airport already, so I'll start turning base here. Tone down on the brakes, on the throttle a bit. Okay, let's do a 25-degree turn. Okay, we have more control of the plane now, thankfully. Slow down a bit more so we can get some flaps out. There we go. Speed check. Alright, HUD. Thanks, man. Glad you made it today. See you on Friday. Some trucking. Glad you could make it. Stay safe. Catch you very, very soon. And we are under some clouds again, but that's fine. Okay. Now we don't have V speeds or anything.
2500.
My goodness. The way this plane feels is so different even from the other airliners I've flown. First time I've flown something this huge. Okay, we are at full flaps now. So from here on it's going to be pure on landing, I guess. Haven't not played Flight Sim in a long time. What have you been playing, Rohan? Okay, thankfully the frames have stabilized a bit. Oh, I'm loving that view though. Let's not get confused. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Is that the one with the horse? With Jack's horse? You'll see how professional I am with the 1000. Okay, that's not good. How professional I am with the traffic pattern. You'll see. I'll show you the map once we finish this somehow. You stole his horse. Landing gear not down. Oh yes, you're right. That's a good point. That's a very good idea, lowering the landing gear. And flying the 747-800, yeah. Hey, SM. That's how we do clumsy flying over here. Probably not a good idea. There's the airport. My goodness, I cannot see anything from here. Oh, okay, I see it now. Good. What's a good approach speed? Delivery cargo from FS Economy, nice. There's the runway, okay. Let's have a look outside. That illusion of professionalism. You wouldn't know how much he screwed up along the way if you just look at that. 159. Okay, thank you. I'll target that. There's the runway. I see it. We are on a very steep descent though. Steeper than I'd like. And 7-1. Okay, somewhere in between, I guess. I can't even see the runway anymore. How do you land this thing? Look up maybe, like that.
1,000.
Thank you for following. Sorry for this very shaggedy flight. Not very simulation-y at all, very arcadey feels. But it's a good primer to how, just getting a feel of how the bigger airliners feel like.
500.
We're too low.
400.
No, stop descending. Okay. Where's the runway? There. It can have airliners, yes. You can buy an airliner in on air once you get enough money. How the heck do you land this thing? Can you go up like that so I can see something? That would be easier for me. But I'm not sure if that's realistic, like that. Too white, too red. Oh, now we're too high. Go around? Nah, we can catch up.
300.
Oh no!
200.
This is for you, Jack. This is for you. Oh my goodness, that's a mess.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, we're still flying. Oh, I don't know. I can't believe how high it was. Like flying a Bonanza and then flying a 747. The altitude, like you're literally a building above where you are normally at when you're landing. My goodness. Well, that's a good eye-opener, but that reinforces my belief of staying away from these huge airliners in the meantime. But yeah, I'll study them when we have proper systems in place, so I don't need to hand fly them manually. It is very strange. My goodness. It's a very interesting take on things. Well, at least the 747 looks like it's okay still in the hangar. Even the game knows it's time, so yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for hanging out, guys. Thank you for joining me on this stream. I would say it's mostly a success if you scratch the entire 747 part. But I'll take it. Thank you for the requests and thank you for the company. I'll catch you guys on Friday again for some trucking. In the meantime, let's stay in touch on Discord. Just go around and say penalty points deducted. Oh no. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Clumsy flying, and bye-bye.